Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Well, I just realized that we're getting close to the end of the year and I need to tell you about some things. First of all, happy Thanksgiving this week. I know that you're going to have a great Thanksgiving. I hope that you're able to celebrate it with family or with friends. Don't do it by yourself. Try to find a group to have some Thanksgiving fellowship and festivities with. That's always a good time. And of course, we want to remember that this is not just a national holiday, but it's also a religious event because we're giving thanks to someone. We're giving thanks to God. So let's be thankful as we prepare our meal, as we enjoy one another. Let's be thankful for all the blessings that the Lord gives us. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about that today in Psalm 68. Also, the month of December is upcoming, and I always take off at Christmas time. So this year, I'm going to take off beginning the second week of December, and I will be back the very first week of January. So you can expect Daily Dose Radio to come back in January. I say the first week, I'm saying that by faith. It may be the second week, but I'm going to try to be back on the first week because I usually take off a 3-week period. We'll see how it goes this time, but the second week of December, Daily Dose Radio will not be on the air, but we will return in January. So I don't know if you can survive that long without me. I'm sure you can. But a little 5-minute-a-day Bible study is always good, isn't it? But this pastor and father and grandfather needs some time off. So I'm going to take a little time off this time in December. So I hope you'll come back and join me in January. But we're on this week and next. So let's begin today with Psalm 68. We're doing part 2 this week. We did part 1 last week. This week, we're going to begin in verse 19. Blessed be the Lord who daily loads us with benefits, even the God of our salvation, Selah. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto the Lord belong the issues from death. But God shall wound the head of his enemies on the hairy scalp of such an one as goeth on still in his trespasses. So that's verses 19 through 21 here in Psalm 68. Again, we have a contrast. Just the same way we began the psalm with the contrast between the righteous and the wicked, now we have the contrast again. This begins the second half of the psalm. So, and you'll notice that we begin with the statement that the Lord loads us daily. Now, at the end of part 1, we had that future blessedness looked forward to, but now the psalmist David turns the key, and it's no longer future blessedness, but it is daily blessing. How has the Lord daily blessed you? As a matter of fact, you'll notice that he says he loads us with blessing, with benefits. So when you sit down at your Thanksgiving celebration and you give thanks, you remember Psalm 68:19. Blessed be the Lord who daily loads us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. So he loads you with benefits every day. So this is a daily thing. And then we have the Selah. So we break, and let's think about that for a minute. You know, the Lord blesses me. He loads me daily with benefits. He is the God of my salvation. And now we go on to the next verse. He that is our God is the God of salvation. Yeah, because there's no other God that saves. And you'll notice that statement next there. Unto the God the Lord belong the issues from death. That word issues means to issue out, to escape from. So you're issuing from one thing to another. So the idea here is that he's the God of salvation, and he's the only one that has made a doorway of escape from death. And of course, he does that for all of his beloved. All of those who trust in him, they may die physically, but they will never die spiritually. And one day those bodies are going to come up from death, just like the body of the Lord Jesus did. All right, well, join me again tomorrow. We'll look at 22 through 25 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.